is. Silent, even though the Silent was my favorite, has fallen significantly further behind. So you know what? Let's try the Silent again and see if we can, like, do something with her. We're probably going to take the random boss relic versus the random rare relic because a curse... Well, we can actually remove the curse instantly if it's a really bad curse. That's pain, right? Oh god, that's pain. Alright, yep. We are ignoring everything else. We're going to a shop instantly to get rid of pain. Just so I don't have to deal with losing health literally every time I do anything. I still take less damage by doing this, unfortunately. The Silent, unfortunately... I think the Silent might need to... No. I tend to refuse to... Why did I do it in this order? I could have dealt a lot more damage the other way. Oh well. The Silent overall, from what I've seen, should either get a buff, or maybe I should just start building straight poison in a similar way to how I build the Ironclad. Just because she has so many poison cards that basically work as if you were the Ironclad. I don't know. I tend to be partial to Shiv decks as well. Heal Hook isn't bad if I can get an early upgrade, so we'll see. I might just play it as if it were cantrips. Well, there's no way in heck I'm ever affording calipers. Skewer is interesting, but we're getting rid of pain because it's such a debilitating curse, it's not even funny. And footwork, you don't ever willingly go for footwork unless... Could I even armor up in theory? No, not really. I'll be honest here, I thought that was going to be a 4chan joke. And I was going to be incredibly disappointed. Do I just choose to take no damage here? No, because I feel like I'll take more damage in the long run if I do it that way. But yes, thank you, Kaylee Rail, and welcome. I mean, I could probably do a... What do you call a... neckbeard hacker who sits on the computer all day? And that would be... four-chinned... Never mind. Let's not make this any worse than it already is. Fair enough. You know, I used to go on there when I was, like, in middle school, I believe. Haven't done so since. Mostly because I kind of got tired of the place. Admittedly, I went on to places like TG, so a lot of it, like, TG, so that was interesting, but eh. Well, no matter what, I have to strike him at least once. Okay, he's dead. I just couldn't do basic math. None of this stuff. Victory indeed, and thank you for the bits, my good friend Zarok. 500 bits added to the infernal total that is just following us everywhere we go. Flechette? No, I don't have enough skill cards to make Flechettes work. And Flechette's almost never works, because the most you can ever deal is like 36, and you need more damage than that, usually. Well, on the bright side, I can kill off the slime with no repercussions. Alright, that's not bad. You know, I'll just defend twice. I want to take as little damage as possible. He tries to weaken me again. Fortunately, that weakness fails. And if we don't draw absolute garbage, as in we draw at least 2 attack cards, we should kill him next turn. End's Agony. I'm always iffy about taking this card, but I tend to like it, just for its high burst potential. I would take Regret. I would take Regret so much, but Regret always hurts me in the end. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're not recalling because right now we're not good enough to fight anything. I could Endless Agony plus, but I'm instead going to neutralize so I can apply a weakness for multiple turns. Please do not be the one I think you're going to be. Oh, okay, that's different. Once. I don't need to get a skill card. I should be able to kill him while taking minimal damage. As long as I can keep him permanently weakened. Oh, sweet. I think I'm just going to sneak in an extra strike. I only take 2 points of damage from this right now. I'm vulnerable, and that's the scary portion of this. But it shouldn't be too problematic. Do I want to drink this skill potion now? Would I be able to prevent more damage by drinking the skill potion? In all honesty, probably. Corpse explosion? Seriously? This is one of the ones where you are completely worthless. So you do slightly more damage. I mean, I'll use it because it gets through his health total a little bit faster. And if I didn't use it, I would have been dead there. So never mind. Thank you, Corpse Explosion. Ooh, an anchor. Oh my god, Storm of Steel. Okay, well, we know what our deck is going to be. And I would normally heal up, but I'm going to just upgrade Storm of Steel because Storm of Steel is an amazing card if you're trying to kill people. What do we get here? I'll take a Snecko Skull because Snecko Skull can do some horrendous things. I'm going to take the 3 question marks. Do I smith or do I heal? What's our boss looking like? It's the machine thing. It's the machine thing. No, because upgrading anything else here doesn't do much. Resting probably will do more in the long run. I don't know what I'm going to encounter here in the question marks, but I will encounter something. Oh, slime goop. Sure, I'll take a bunch of gold. Right before a shop. This hurts. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Would have loved a Sling of Courage. We're going to delete a strike because we use strikes less than Storm of Steel, and I'm probably going to just take a strength potion. Actually, you're right. Noxious is great with Snecko. I wish I could afford Cleric. I'm sorry, Cleric. I love you, Cleric, but I can't use you right now. Oh, this is what we call turn 1. We start beating up ruthlessly on the fungi beasts, while they deal no damage to me. And then hopefully, one decides to power up, and the other one we can just start beating up. Of course not. Well, do this to heal up, armor up twice. We're not going to Storm of Steel because there's no point. Needs more card draw. Oh hey, Endless Agony, how nice. So, all of these people should die. There we go. Skewer. You're good, Skewer, if I need to burst something, which is why I take you. And I'm going to smith. I should smith Noxious because the damage will ramp up far faster. But I'm going to smith Skewer because I might need it to try to flip his phase on that given turn. So we'll see how lucky we can get. Well, would you look at this? This is an amazing turn 1, if I do say so myself. And we can start getting the poison rolling. Everything else can just focus on defending, which, admittedly, we're going to be quite trash at it. But hey, he's only going to give us like a couple points of damage a turn if we can successfully manage to pull off most of our defenses. Upgrading Noxious Fumes wouldn't be that bad because it'll deal 4 poison a turn. So you transform, I'm going to neutralize you, and then I'm going to just skewer you, because this will set you to your next phase before you can get an attack off, because I've seen this interaction before. Thank you, Skewer, for being such a wonderful What the heck? Since when do you keep your armor? That must be a bug. Oh well. Defend, we'll heal hook. Never mind, you actually do keep your armor. Huh, that's weird. Apparently if he transforms on his turn from poison or something similar, he takes no damage. Do I Storm of Steel? It's upgraded shivs, which do about the same thing as a strike. I could take a little bit less, but I'm going to heal up anyway, so there's no reason to. And instead I could damage him a little bit more. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to skewer him, which will set him to way below his normal health total. He takes the damage from Snecko, and now he's on his last legs, and shouldn't see the dawn of the final day. This will kill him. Or at least it'll make me take less damage in the long run, because it will kill him with the poison, and then I get to keep going. Alright. We got poison rolling. Corpse Explosion is not bad, especially in the next area. Tools of the Trade is nice, but I'm going to take Corpse Explosion. Velvet Choker or Eternal Feather? No, Wrist Blade, because I've got Storm of Steel afterwards. We're kind of going in two different directions, but I don't hate either direction. That's a lot of combats, and that's 2 forced elite fights. I don't think I'm willing to risk that just yet. Not without, like, proper financial compensation. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I think I might take the right. We get an early shop. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. However, this is what I'm kind of good against, so we always are going to apply Corpse Explosion to one of these people. And we can knock the other out of the sky with some zero-drop attacks. So instead of Corpse Explosion, I'm going to Noxious Fumes. Oh, right, because this does these are zero-drop attacks. Right! I'm going to knock you down, out of the sky, defend. Skewer is useless, but we can start building up poison. And the only reason I want to start building up poison is the next time I draw Corpse Explosion, I can hit this bird with the Corpse Explosion, which will kill Almost all of them guaranteed. You deal the most, so I'm going to knock you out of the sky next. And I'll only take 9 instead. A Cloak and Dagger would fit nicely. I would really, really love an Envenom, but I so rarely get Venom when I need it. Neutralize. We could Storm. We should Storm. Right, I forget how much damage it deals. So who's going to explode next turn from poison? Just about all of them will, actually. Fine. And he just hit you all like once anyway. And they all pop like grapes. Expertise isn't bad. I really like expertise, and I will gladly take it. I'll attempt to get a relic, which gives me a kunai, which gets me a curse that is thankfully one of those that gets rid of it. It's not one of the bad curses. I'm gonna go to the shop because I'm interested to see what they've got. No! I like tough bandages, I like chemical X, but I can't afford either of them. And so I might just get rid of my current curse. And I like deep breath, but I don't have anything that synergizes with it. Ah well. We'll get rid of Writhe. We got a cheap relic. Cheaper than average. Ah, Gremlin. There's a Neutralize, Swift Strike, and Doppelganger. I'll definitely take a Swift Strike. No reason not to. I did not mean to take a Blur. Okay. I just wanted to try a random one just to avoid the chance that Decay followed my pattern. That's 2 cards that were forcibly added to my deck, one of which I wanted, the other one I wasn't interested in, that really, particularly. I guess I might go for the Elite, actually. We'll see what we can do here. So that grabs me my Dexterity. No reason to. I should just keep attacking. Because it boosts my Dexterity, and it strips him of his armor on this turn. So, Neutralize definitely happens. Expertise probably does as well. Storm of Steel. And he's dead. Sweet, this is working out just fine. Catalyst is a must. We need to have something like this. Now, do I want to upgrade something, heal, or recall? I'm probably going to just upgrade Corpse Explosion as 9 poison instead. I'm thinking Catalyst Plus is probably just straight better. Because the plan is to Corpse Explosion something. Yeah, we'll upgrade Catalyst and see if we can poison someone to death. Who are you? Stabbing Book, the worst one we could encounter. Alright, well. Going to try to Expertise to draw 2 more. It's just a bunch of defends. I'm so glad. Draw 3. Endless Agony. Play Noxious. Defend ourselves now so we don't add wounds to the deck. I can't apply weakness. And I should. Although my Skewer is going to deal more damage than Storm of Steel ever will. But Storm of Steel provides me with additional benefits. No, because I would only get one additional, so I might as well skewer. There's no difference between Storm of Stealing and skewering as of right now. And while this hurts, we might be able to pull something through. Well, we can hope to pull something through. Don't want a catalyst just yet, so let's toss out the wound, toss this up. I could put him at 15, which would... It wouldn't ramp up the damage to the extent we're looking for yet. That still dealt damage. That's depressing. Not as depressing as what I'm looking at right now. Do I defend? Dare I defend? No. I need to kill him ASAP. Because I'm not going to be able to defend against him forever. Good God, his damage scaling is intense. Expertise. Yeah, well, that's the stabbing book killing me. I guess we're going to try another soft... I always try soft resets for those who aren't familiar with me, just because I always practice, but if it kills me in enough times, like I've put myself in a situation where I'm guaranteed to lose no matter what I do, then I will graciously accept my demise. Weird. Right, so I can avoid one set of damage from this, so we're just going to start off doing the same thing as before to not get wounded. Neutralize, heal hook to draw. I mean, we can defend to prevent exactly one additional instance of damage. It does reduce the overall damage we take, and thus the overall negative imposed on our deck by fighting this man. So maybe I can pull something through, I don't know. Yeah. So we're gonna just try catalysting and just seeing if this actually provides any benefit. Noticeable or otherwise. I almost doubt it. I think we've hit the point where we're just not going to be able to do enough damage to him. So I can either Corpse Explosion, or I can defend, which blocks one attack. Corpse Explosion ramps up the damage significantly, however only taking 21 damage. Because he's going to deal 35 next. He'll deal 35 next. So if I take 21, that puts me... I would be dead unless I drew 2 blocks exactly, but this is probably my only way out. So we'll see what we can do. I need more blocks. And unfortunately, more blocks is not what I'm getting. Definitely swift striking, because there's no reason not to. Storm of Steel, and let's just hope that this is enough. Barely. Barely enough is what we got. Well, that page is closed, and we get a bag of preparation, which can do some more hilarious stuff for us. Everything else here is garbage, so please ignore it. Alright, needless to say, we are resting, because we're going to be forced to fight another elite, I believe. Yes, no matter what we do, we're forced to fight another elite. Do I get a terrible relic? I don't. Umamori is actually pretty good. Because it allows us to basically just say, haha, this event doesn't do anything. But we're forced to fight a mini-boss, so, I mean, hey, I guess that happens. Really? I don't want to discard anything. Okay, I want to armor up enough where I don't take a humongous amount of damage, but that's just not happening. So I'm just going to keep attacking you. I'm not going to stop attacking you, even though my attacks become increasingly less effective. Because of your bloody malleability. I still hate that this guy is considered a normal enemy. He is not a normal enemy. On the bright side, we're going to be able to gain a ton of armor next turn if we so choose. Can we kill him? Probably not. Oh, most definitely not. Well, hang on. So this deals 21. If we'd opened up with this... No, because we would have gained all the malleable stacks, so it didn't matter. Chuck this. Hit him once for 7. We take significantly less than we're used to, thankfully. More enfeebling spores. I'm so glad. Can you just up and die, please? It's a battle to do anything with the silent. Do I actually try to fight another elite? I lose out on a campfire, but I can't win against the triple threat, even with 10 armor to begin with. And gremlins, with their track record of attacking me as soon as I pop out of there, I would just die. So let's just go for a normal fight. This isn't much better, mind you. This really isn't much better. I don't want to focus all my attacks on this guy, but I feel like I must. We'll definitely do this. Endless agony, endless agony. Blur? And defend. And just start getting the poison rolling, because I might be able to actually hit the first guy with Corpse Explosion. Finally doing the main point of the deck. Skill hook, please, Corpse Explosion. There we go. I still love how that counts. I still love how it counts for everything I'm looking for. Anyway, the Corpse Explosion will deal 52 damage to the one in the back. And then we should be able to continue to just run them over with our sheer amount of damage. So, Swift Strike definitely happens. Heel Hook happens, Strike happens, Catalyst happens to put you at 16 poison. First guy dies, dealing a metric ton to this man. And he's also dead. Thank goodness. Do I... No. I get an accuracy plus. A second Noxious Fumes would be beautiful, but... I think going further into Shiv would... Oh my goodness, do I take Apparition? I have nothing to play off the additional apparitions. I lose most of my health doing so. But I can get poison rolling. Wow, if I would have known I was getting this event. Hello. Do I take Varias? And I'm pulling this deck in 2 different directions, and I just complained about not having enough Noxious Fumes. And 1 strength doesn't make a humongous difference in the grand scheme of things. So get me this, and we're up against the champion, right? We are. So I'm going to take Crippling Cloud? You're not wrong, Crippling Cloud isn't too bad, especially with the weakness buff. How many times am I actually going to have an attack card? Okay, fairly often. I was more thinking a potion, in all honesty. Either plated armor, so I take a little bit less damage, or just block potion to just take no damage, period. Versus the champion. Because Crippling Cloud, I think, is just too expensive. I'll take Block Potion. It gives me enough protection for one turn. Hello, hello, hello. I don't like any of you. Well, only you guys didn't cost so much. Well, I don't need the apparitions now. Because the first one's wasted anyway, except not really. Hit you with this, hit you with this. We can start to let the poison tick away at their artifacts. Because 2 poison ultimately doesn't matter here. 3 poison, sorry. Yeah, I did play 2 of them. Okay, I was wondering why I had some protection. We're going to start kicking down the Spherical Guardian because I'm going to expect the other one to die as a result of other actions. I also don't know why I didn't do the additional point of damage from the strike. Whoopsies! Expertise feels irrelevant. I might as well just Storm of Steel here, or I could Skewer. And the only reason I'd Skewer is I'm probably going to draw Corpse Explosion in the next couple of turns, and I could Corpse Explosion this guy to try to kill the Spherical Guardian. And I feel like that is going to be a much more worthy investment of my time. Because I'm almost guaranteed protection for at least one turn. Even if the Corpse Explosion fails, which it definitely does not. Corpse Explosion on you, you're going to take poison damage. He's going to explode, kick down your armor to almost nothing. And I take 1 point of damage. Oh no. And the poison gets in underneath his armor. Sweet. Can I kill you? Yes, I can. Perfect. Everything else here is not worth my time. Try to smith something. This just gets rid of the intangible. It doesn't make it cost 0, so it's not worth that much time and effort. So I'm thinking Corpse Explosion upgraded doesn't do anything. Upgrading a Noxious Fumes might be to my benefit. And then we'll just see how many Noxious Fumes we can play on an early turn against this man. Apparition, Apparition. Endless, Endless. Accuracy to get prepared. Next turn I'm probably going to just draw through the remainder of my deck unless I get a bunch of Apparitions or something. With 1 Apparition, 1 Noxious Fumes, and a Blur, I can choose to take no damage here while I can start getting the poison rolling. I think he's going to face slap me again. Might be too slow. I'm not certain. Even if I draw a bunch of extra cards, it doesn't matter because I won't be able to play any of them, so... Oh well. Ever free shot, weakling. You call that a weapon? My sword of butter is the best weapon there is. You don't do that much more damage. You deal 21, and the poison is really what's going to get them, so I'm going to work on getting a little bit more dexterity. Yes, I know he clears all his stuff off. He clears it all off, but he needs to be at half health first. Alright, well, this is kind of what I was afraid of, the big 31 hit, so... let's see how much armor I can get. I can block it all. Perfect. Not really. Do I dare? Yes. I'll definitely neutralize you because I don't want to take that humongous hit. But I can't afford anything else, so I'm going to just ditch all this stuff and hit you for a ludicrous amount of your health. And start getting my dexterity up there, so hopefully you don't kill me in the upcoming turn. Now I think he's going to... No, he's going to do the negative instead. Which means Corpse Explosion, Catalyst, to hit him for 100 health. Not looking too good there, mate. Oh, really? Well, this is why I have this potion. Oh, thank goodness. He's dead. Alright, well that was terrifying. I will always take tools of the trade because I think we need to just draw through our deck a bit more. Thank you for the 5 bits, Andorin. Everything is always great. I could Runic Pyramid and never discard things again. And in all honesty, I feel like that's probably my best bet. And the only reason for that